Good morning, students. Welcome to class 6, subject mathematics, chapter 9, data handling. This is summary lecture. In this lecture, we will revise all the concepts that we have learned in this chapter. First of all, data. What is data? In our daily life, we collect various numerical facts such as the number of students present in various classes, the marks obtained by the students of the class, the number of runs scored by the players of Indian cricket team, etc. These numerical facts are called data. Thus, a data is a collection of facts in the form of numerical figures to give some information. Clear definition of data? It is a collection of facts in the form of numerical figures which gives us some information. Each numerical figure entry is a data is called an observation. Every particular entry is known as the observation. The number of times a particular observation occur is in a data is called the frequency of that observation. Suppose in the class of 40 students, 10 students got 15 marks. Okay, so 10 is the frequency. So it is the number of times a particular observation occur. A table showing the frequency of various observations is called frequency distribution table or frequency table. Okay, where we will show the frequency, that table is known as the frequency distribution table. To prepare frequency distribution table, we take each observation from the data one at a time and mark a stroke, a simple straight line called tally marks. Okay. So for frequency distribution, what we will do? We will take one observation at a time, one entry at a time and mark a stroke called tally marks. For convenience, we write tally marks in the bunches of 5. The fifth one crossing the 4 diagonally like this. See, 4 straight lines and then fifth one is the diagonal one. The number of tally marks opposite to the particular value of observation is its frequency. Fine. So what we will do? First of all, I am giving you one example of marks. Suppose a teacher conduct a test of 10 marks. So first of all, you need to write down all the possibilities of marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. After that, you need to write down, give heading tally marks. Now from your data, pick out one entry, one observation. Suppose it is 5. Okay. Now in front of 5 marks, draw one tally mark. Okay. draw 1 tally mark. Now suppose the second entry is 4. Then in front of 4 mark, draw 1 tally mark. So in this way you will complete all the entries. And whenever you are having more than 5, so 5 you will draw like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 straight lines and fifth is the cross one. And if more than 5 is there, then one more stroke is there after this. The presentation of data in the form of pictures or symbols is called a pictograph. Sometimes we represent data in the form of pictures also. That is known as pictograph. Mentioning of scale is necessary in pictograph. Okay, that one symbol represent how much? One symbol represent 10 students, one symbol represent 1 student, whatever is there. Data can be presented visually by bar graph also, drawn vertically or horizontally. Okay, we can represent data in the form of bar graph also, and bar graph can be drawn vertically as well as horizontally. All bars must be of equal width and there should be an equal gap between adjoining bars. Width must be equal. Length of the bars depend on the data. Okay, the numerical data which is present, which is available to us. But width of the bars must be equal and the gap between two bars must also be equal. In bar graph, it must be clearly mentioned on both the axes what is being represented. What is being represented on x-axis and y-axis. That must be clearly mentioned. Now, drawing a bar graph. To draw a bar graph, you should proceed as under. Step 1. Draw 2 perpendicular lines, one horizontal and the other vertical. Step 2. All bars must be of equal width and there should be an equal gap between the adjoining bars. Between two bars there must be equal gap. Step 3. Bars may be drawn horizontally or vertically. The vertical bars are preferred because they give a better visual look. Step 4. Choose the suitable scale. The length of the bar should be proportional to the corresponding given numerical data. Sometimes scale is given in the question. Then you have to choose that scale only. Now see your homework. No, it's the homework solution of lecture 2. That is exercise 9.3. I have written here only answers. Solution 1 is A 2002. In this question, bar graph is given to you and you have to read it and answer the question. So answer of first is 2002. B is minimum wheat production is in 1998. Now solution 3, same is there. Observe this bar graph and you have to then give the answers of various questions. This is the answer of A part. the bar graph shows marks obtained by Aziz in half yearly examination in different subjects. See beta, this is given in the question only, the very first line. I am reading. Observe this bar graph which shows the marks obtained by Aziz in half yearly examination in different subjects. Same I have written here. Answer of B is name the subjects in which Aziz scored maximum marks. It's Hindi. C. Name the subject in which he has scored minimum marks. Social studies. And the D is state the name of the subject and marks obtained in each of them. Of every subject you have to write down the marks. Here I have written. You can check your answers. Now see exercise 9.4. In exercise 9.4 you have to draw bar graph. Solution 1. This is the bar graph of first question. Okay. One thing I want to tell, just see, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. On y-axis it is written number of students. In the same way, on x-axis you have to write down here preferred activities. It is given in the question. Okay, what are playing, reading storybooks? What is this? These are preferred activity. It is not mentioned here, but we have to write it. Preferred. Hope it is clear to you. Activity. Okay, so on x-axis and y-axis, on both the axes, you have to write down what it is representing. Now the question is asked in this, which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing? So other than playing, which activity is preferred by most of the students? It is reading storybooks. Now see, question number 2 is, again you have to draw the bar graph in this. Here is the bar graph. See, this is x-axis, here is y-axis. On this x-axis it is written days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And on y-axis they have taken number of mathematics books. And scale you have to write down that 1 unit length equal to 10 books. This is the unit length. That you have taken the gap of 10 books. Solution 3. From the given information we have, in which year the maximum number of bicycles manufactured? In 2002, and minimum number of bicycles manufactured? 1999. And this is the graph. On x-axis, number of bicycles sold and on y-axis, years. This is the horizontal bar graph. You can draw it vertically also. Okay. Then on x-axis, here you can choose years. यहाँ पे आप years ले सकते हैं. And on y-axis, you can take number of bicycles. And 1 unit length equal to 100 bicycles. Okay, this bar graph can be prepared vertically also. And your homework is to do assignment which I will upload on EdQuark site. Thank you.